Okay, so maybe it's not so much to look at, but in terms of charm, this 1948 Crosley cannot be beat. And a lot of it has to do with this man. Let us have your name.
Anson Spence.
Anson Spence of Salinas, California. And tell us about this 1948 Crosley. Most people don't even know what a Crosley was.
Well, Crosleys were produced from 38 to 42 before the war, and then they come back in 48 to 52 after the war, and they were made by Crosley Refrigerator Radio Television Company. I believe in Wisconsin or Indiana was where the factory was. And they were a low production car, but they sold a lot of motors. The motors were used by the U.S. Army for generators, power plants, radios, water pumps, just everything because they were so small and light.
And you got this car about a year and a half ago.
Yes.
And you've made it a little project for you. And how hard was it to bring it back to life?
Well, I tried to make it as simple as I could. I'm a cancer survivor, and this was my physical therapy. And I went to Qigong and walks, and I wasn't getting any better. And I thought, you know what, I'm cooped up at home. I'm going to take on a project, and so I restored this, and that's been my physical therapy for the last 3 years.
Hard to do?
Challenging, but fun.
And everyone wants to know, what's it like to drive a car that has what? 25 horsepower?
26 and a half horsepower. And they advertised the half like we were getting a little extra on there. And it's a pleasure to drive, but it's also a challenge. It's mechanical brakes, it's extremely underpowered, and no synchros in the transmission. So you have to pay attention to what you're doing.
But it's high on charm, right?
Oh, it is. Yep, it's a pleasure.
So for a car that's high on charm, this 48 Crosley can't be beat. I'm Chris Woodyard for USA Today in Seaside, California.